Hello, can you hear me? I think now the connection is better. I fucking hate it. Let's see. Let's put everything back. Let's connect this. Welcome one left. Welcome to the stream. I'm just setting everything up because like everything broke. My connection went very bad, and it seems to be better now. Seems to be better now, but I'm just restarting. Say, how's the feature creature going? My sound is low now. Is that better? Oh, it's you. It's you. Okay. Yeah. Let me give me a second. I'm just restarting everything. Let me put this over here. In message. You say, is that your key? What key? No, it's not the stream key. It's just URLs. The stream keys are like super hidden and like, yeah, don't worry. Like it's not the keys. Okay, let me go over here and let me set this up. Give me a sec. Okay, so now if I put this one over here and put the horizontal stream again, I need to get the share link from this one, copy. That's what I do like before the stream, but I have to do it during, just because it went very, very bad. But I hope now it doesn't. Oh, it kept the message. Okay. Let's start sending data to vertical. And let's hope now I don't lose connection. Right, so now it should show up in here. New stream. Yeah, let's do new stream. Schedule stream, reuse settings. Next. Public. Done. Now I paste this. Well, I can't edit this message. It's horizontal stream. Like this. Pin the message, go live. Now, okay, now we should be back. We should be back, like, in all places. Why is messing with? Why is my internet messing with me? I think now it should be fine. Let's hope nothing goes bad again, because otherwise I'm gonna crash out, and I'll just end stream if it goes bad. I think it is going bad. I think it's going bad again now. All right. Okay. So what were we doing? We were basically let me see what we were doing, because I got so lost in this. The big boy spawns with a smaller size. Yeah, I could try making it not bad. That would be a very, very nice idea. Thanks for the idea, Nick. I should hear to you. Like, I should hear what you say more often. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the next point. I should have like a, I don't know, a way to make this easier, like enable the waves easier, or like define the waves instead of hard coding things when I have to debug stuff. Okay, still the same thing, and the starter graphic scale was set to 1.5. So there. Okay, I'm calling it with the correct sizes because I know this is 1.5. The problem is that I still like don't have them work, and I'm modifying the local scale. Could it be that I'm animating it? Let's go over here and let's do tween that kill. We're gonna kill the animations that are happening on the entity graphics T transform, entity graphics transform, and then we're gonna do the scale. Could that be it? And more life, you say we all experience normal interruptions. There's no problem. Well, thank you. It's just that when it ends abruptly, like it's bad because I have to like do the whole setup again, and people like don't like other people don't know that I'm streaming now because I just ended the stream, so they like just figure out I'm no longer live, you know. Okay, let's go here and out, and we need to get there. And now I don't see a lot of drops framing or framing drops. Drop frames, framing the droppity. Not a lot of drop frames, so that's good. Yeah, let's see. What's the size of this guy? I think it's smaller. Still smaller. It's just a matter of grabbing the transform on the graphics and setting them to 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5. Like that's it. The thing is, why can't I modify the scale? Let's go over here. We probably are not animating this. It may be with like having to do with the scale. Let's do lossy scale maybe. And why is it not allowing me to access this? Cannot be assigned. And it's read only. So we could do an animation. But it still should be like just lossy scale gets assigned to that. And what's the problem now? Transform that lossy scale cannot be assigned to. It is read only, but lossy scale is not read only. Miho say Google Translate strikes again. Yeah, I don't know. When you type in Polish, like I don't get a single word. Like I don't even know how to pronounce it. And that one guy you say no, iOS has different keywords and you can have different languages with those. I spelled it like that and it auto-corrected to that. Well, in Windows too. Like you can do Windows space and it's gonna change the language of your keyboard. Yeah, that's what Nick said too. Windows 11 escalation. Okay. So let's write this again and let's try to figure this out. So entity graphics T, we need to do something with the scale. So we have just local scale, lossy scale, and animation. Let's just do, we can have, okay, lossy scale is only get, but we can't set it. And local scale is get and set. So we're gonna do the local scale then. And Karina Nalbandiani says, hi, what's up, Karina? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And that one guy you say, I did forget how to spell, well, that. And Miho, you say, I connect a keyboard to my phone once. It's neat, but I have no use for such feature. Uh, well, I do like to connect it to my phone to like write notes faster, but it's just when you're like outside. That's like the only valid like use case, at least for me. Okay, so we're gonna do a vector 3.1, and we're gonna multiply that vector 3.1 by the starter graphic scale, and that should do it. Now, this is the same thing that we tried before, so I'm just gonna do over here. I'm gonna do the entity graphics that do scale, and I'm gonna set starter graphic scale, and yeah, it's gonna be multiplied by the vector 3.1 multiplied by starter graphic scale, and I need a time. The duration is gonna be like 0.1 seconds, and we're gonna have an is of is out quad, just so it looks smoother. And then you say I use like the swipe thing, typing thing, so I don't need to switch. Oh, the autocomplete thingy. I'm just trying to get to the zone. Yeah, now it's a very tedious process, like having to go one zone, then hub, then zone. But it's the only, like, I don't want to hard code it now to like start another wave, because I think it would take more time me hard coding the values than actually doing this all the times that we want to test this. And yeah, I think that now it's solved. With an animation it got solved, which is very weird. I mean, it works, so it's alright. But the thing is, why would I need to do that? Why would I need to do that instead of just doing the scale? Let's try this one more time, because I'm super confused by why the scale doesn't really get altered. Because if that was the case, like I wouldn't be able to do the local scale anywhere. Okay, let's get back here. Yeah, hit back to its normal thing. Dude, I've been thinking this whole time, basically about the crying chair. Dude, I can't stop thinking about the crying chair. Like it caught me so off guard. Yeah, that thing is not doing it. So I guess we're just gonna do the animation. That should do it, or that is doing it. But I don't know why the local cell doesn't really work. That one guy say, guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Got a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Yeah, so now I'm gonna. I want to search why. Like, I'm very confused. Why wouldn't it work? Um, how to change the scale of an object or of a transform in Unity? Because I've always been using like local scale, and like that works. You know, transform that local scale. That is it. Exactly what I was doing. Yeah, it's local scale, but for some reason it just doesn't want to work. Mm, maybe I'm modifying it somewhere else at the beginning. I don't know. Because why would the animation work and the local set doesn't? I'm still super confused as to why that is. Let's do. And I tried to like kill all the animations in case there was like another animation happening, but still, it didn't scale. And BSM, you say, do you have to do small QTES to do an ability? Um, what's QTES? BSM, what is it? Like you mean the arrow combinations, or what do you mean BSM? Um, okay, we're doing the scale, depth, growth scale, dead animation time. But I could also make it right before I do the game update that said active false. I could also like just do uh entity graphics t that set scale, no, that local scale equals the vector 3.1 times the starter graphics scale. And I'm gonna delete the first part with the animation. Oh, quick time events. Like, maybe I was hitting you and I had to press X or UV X. I don't know. Probably we're not going to have quick time events. Probably not. It's gonna be like more like you learning the patterns, like in Dark Souls games, like you learning the patterns of the enemies. So you like memorize basically how they attack, so you can avoid them, and like also applying effects to them to, um, like make them behave differently. And Nick just said quick times would be a cool boss mechanics. Um, yeah, maybe, but it's Nick just say wait, so it is a Souls like. Um, Not necessarily. Maybe the bosses. Yeah, the bosses, yeah. But it's not a Souls like in the sense of like everything else. Like it's just the bosses. The bosses behave like Souls like, but um Souls games are not the only games that have bosses working like Souls likes, you know? So it's not a Souls like really. Bosses behave like in Souls like. And that one guy you say, if someone can make Wizard do Spider-Man QuickTime events, would be so funny. So I need to hop on Blender. She's a beloved. Yeah, what are you going to be working on, that one guy? And Mijo say, "Oops, I missed my web." The quick time event, the Spider-Man quick time event. Right, let's get there once more. Like I already know, or I already like fixed the problem, but I'm just trying to like fix it better. I know if you get what I'm saying, but cause I fixed it, but it wasn't like the best fix ever. No, this guy's just small. He's small now. I have to do the animation, otherwise not really working at all. But I think it's just so weird, so weird. Let's see over here on die, die, or yeah, die animation. Let's just do this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it be. All right, we can move on. Well, actually, no, because I need to test it one more time to like just make sure that it is fine. Although I think it is gonna be fine. Yeah, you know what? I'm tired of walking there. I'm just gonna. Where's the player? Where is the player? Here it is. I'm just gonna drag it there. Oh, I can't. Well, I guess if I pause this now I can move it. Now I can move it, and I'm gonna take it here. Like I'm just, I don't wanna work, or I don't wanna make it all the way there anymore. There we go. And we're gonna use that tactic again. We're just moving the player to places. Okay, yeah, it is working. Let's now save this. Let's hide this. Managers, let's collapse this, let's save, let's go over here. And that one guy you say, how are you tired of virtual walking? Dude, I'm tired of having to do this walk from place to place. Thousands, literally thousands of hours of just walking from, well, not thousands now, but hundreds of hours of walking from one point to another to test stuff. It gets annoying. And Mijo say, do any of you remember that one Spider-Man QuickTime event meme where if you miss a web, the lady screams something? Yeah, and then the building explodes. I remember that one. I think that's the only one that I do remember. It's iconic. Okay, so let's do. Yeah, let's do the fix when, or it's gonna be like boss, big boy, boy, boss, starter scale fix. Starter scale. Yeah, I think that's it. So now the big boy had a problem where it didn't reset its graphics scale after being defeated the first time defeated for the first time. Well, it doesn't matter if it was the first time. It's just if it's defeated. Let's do commit and let's do push to origin. And Bacon says hello. What's up, Bacon? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And Mijo say, Roman, the token for the Discord bot has officially expired. You'll have to log in again when you have the time. Right, all right. Let me. I think you sent it to me, right? Let me go over there and let's log in again. For starting, for logging it again, if you have to. Connect to YouTube. I'm trusting everything in this, like over here. Trusting my YouTube channel. Continue. Continue. YouTube connected. Close this and move on with your life. All right. Done. It should be fine now, right? And Pietro GG is here. Says, hello, Pollo. I don't know what the other thing means, but hello, welcome to the stream. All right, so let's go over here on Notion. And you say, so what are you doing? So I just fixed an error with the big boy, like the boss of the game. And we're just fixing bugs. So the next bug that we're trying to fix is damage inconsistencies on the big boy. So we're gonna see that because I think Nick detected that. Let me read the yeah, here. Nick said, yeah, it's very inconsistent with its damage. I got one shot from full HP by it once, and a moment earlier, it was 1/3 HP bar damage. Um, oh yeah, it should be like one third now. And Flarier says hello. What's up, Flarier? Welcome to the stream. You say, where are you from, brother? I am from Chile in South America. And where are you from, Flarier? Let me see. So over here, I just want to like detect the like how much damage it does. So we're probably gonna like just get there and see what the damage is. Okay, that one I think is like pretty consistent. I think that one is like always a third of the health. So we shouldn't have any problem with that. Now let me get to full health again. Let me get to full health. And Florian, you say, I'm from India. Cool stuff, cool stuff. So yeah, this is what we're making here. It's a video game. I think it's the first time that you see that you've joined the channel. So yeah, we're just making a game, and we're currently working on fixes for our boss over here, because it was like making more damage than it should. Or it's like inconsistent with the damage that he does. So here you say, well, so you're a game developer? Yes, that's what I do, and yeah, we're just working on him. So over here. Oh, I forgot to set the value back of like making more damage. Let me go into the health, big guy health, and I'm just gonna not multiply by 1,000. So let's go over here. Let's go over here, and I'm gonna open the GitHub part, and I'm gonna amend the commit, begin amend the last commit, and pull and force push to origin. And Flarier, you say, what is the game name? We still don't have a name. I plan to give it a name before I put it on Steam. But yeah, for sure. I need to give it a name. And Moin Live, you say, ho, I will be back. All right. See you later then. And Happy Great Elephant is here and says, hello again. How's the game going? Game making going? What's up, Happy Great Elephant? Good to have you here again. So it's going great. It's going great. We're just fixing some stuff to this weekend, or sorry, like this week, because we did a release this weekend that introduced a lot of errors. So we're just trying to fix stuff. But we have our boss, like the boss battle is out. Like you can play it if you want in the second link in the description, or if you are in the horizontal stream, you should be able to see it in the pinned comment. No, it's not released yet. It's not released. It's gonna be released probably next year. And well, there is a version out. Like you can go in the second link in the description, and you'll be taken here. So this is where I have all my games, and you can try this out. This is the Wizard game. That's the the placeholder title. And you can go in here and download it, try it for free, and tell me what you think about it. If you have suggestions, you can put it on Discord or tell me here. Say, damn, how is sad? Ho ho. Okay, bye. Are you leaving Moinlef? Well, bye bye Moinlef. I'll see you next time. Take care. And that one guy you say, if you do make a Mac OS build and there are some bugs, how many will you fix? Like if control out doesn't work because control doesn't map correctly, would you fix it? I mean, not like super big errors. If there's like some, maybe yeah. But if it takes like I don't know more than an hour, I'll probably like leave it there. And Florier, you say so? You like make these games alone? Yes. So far, I'm making these games alone. I've worked in some other games with people, and they haven't been like super good. But I mainly work with like solo. Um, and tell me, are you also a game dev or maybe into some other sort of development? I don't know, AI, robotics, websites. And they just say keybinds will be a thing in the future. So yeah, that too. I need to like add that, but it will be a thing. Okay. So over here, the damage inconsistencies we have to go check again. Where is it? All right. So there's just 3 places where this enemy can spawn. I don't know if you noticed, but there's one over there, like into that direction. There's one over here in the red area, and there's another one in the snow area. Just because like those are the only spaces that are open enough and don't have like any sort of like interruption, like trees or whatever. So it's like good for a battle. Well, I actually want to get damaged by those spikes right now. So I'm gonna try and get hit by the spikes. And Cheese is here. What's up, Cheese? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? We're just trying to see if the damage that we're dealt is consistent or not. And I think the main problem with consistent damage may be not the charges nor this attack. Yeah, I don't think the charges or the melee attack are the problem. I think the real problem is the spikes. In Flyer, you say, man, I also want to learn coding till the level that I can become like you, man. Keep it up. Respect for you. Well, thank you very much. And yeah, why not, dude? I think it is a very cool stuff. Like it takes patience and it takes time to learn, but it's so rewarding. So go for it, man. And Chichi say, I have to make this guy now. Yeah, it's time for making. Well, I'm not going to be making it. It's time for me to like watch it when you do the work. Um, but yeah, so far you have like the centerpiece, so it's looking alright. What are you working on right now? The hands or the foot or the feet? Okay, let's see. Let's go over to the world ability. We may have a yeah, probably somewhere we have a folder for that. Or no, it's just here. World ability. Let me close everything else because I think the only inconsistency in damage is actually this world ability thing. So we're gonna have our uh we're basically gonna have our animation or like or time. Um no, actually what I want to do is disabling the hit areas when I like hit an enemy, you know? And Happy Great Elephant say you say how often do you stream? I streamed 5 times a week, so Monday through Friday, and I always start at the same time. And Florier, you say by the way, from how many years you doing coding? Well, I started when I was like seriously when I was 17, and I'm 22. But there were some years that I didn't do absolutely nothing related to coding, so it's just like three serious years. And Cheese, you say I have to work on this in your basement. And Cheese, you say I'll be working on both. Yesterday, I figured out you uh, a great way to create stone-like shapes in Blender. How? How do you do that? Because I normally like just do some sort of randomization to have some sort of like rocky shapes. And need to say frame issues. I sense frame issues. I don't have any issues over on my end. And Hugits or Kugits says, "Bro, I appreciate this. You need more subscribers and your game shall be popular. Since it takes so much effort, which is the best you will make. And if it was playable, I would instantly play it. I love you." Well, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate the kind words. And welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Um, yeah, really, really appreciate the kind words. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Mm, and Cheese Guy say using the displacement modifier on a texture with some sort of noise that has a name I forgot. Voronoi, maybe Voronoi texture. Um, but that seems like a great idea. And Flarier, you say, man, it's incredible that you made this game alone. It's so cool. Well, thank you very much. I'm trying to make it even better. So let's see how long it takes me. Let's see. Over here on hit areas, I think I'm just going to disable them when I detect yeah let's go on the hit area, and we need to communicate with the world ability script if we have any. So on attack successful, where are we having this? I think I have like a special. I may have, yeah, on the big guy hit area I have like a special event happening there. But on here, basically what I want to do is probably I will expand the hit area to be like a world ability hit area. Let's do that. Let me go in here and create a new folder. Let's do create folder, and I'll do world ability. So I can put everything related to world ability over there, over here. And let me create another script. So I'm just gonna create uh scripting, mono behavior script, and let's wait for this to load. And let's do world ability hit area. So it's gonna be like super like just for our world ability, we're using this. And let's open the script, and we're gonna be inheriting from the hit area. So let's go over here and hit area we are inheriting from. We need to open the script again since we changed this folder. Like it does no longer know where it is. Right. So we don't need the space over here. And for you say, can you again show me the platform again where I can play the games? Yeah. So if you go to the second link on the description, I don't know if you are on the, yeah, I think you probably are on the vertical stream. Well, on the second link in the description, it will take you here, towards this webpage. You know, so when you're here, you just have to press Wizard game. This is the game, and you can download it. And you say no thanks, just take me to downloads in case that you don't want to donate. Which is alright if you don't want to. So you say no thanks, just take me to downloads, and it's gonna like take you over here. You just have to download the file, which we're currently in version 0.2.0, but you can also download the previous version. Yeah, it's Visual Studio Code, as Cheese said. And you say, why are stream avatars skipping some of my commands? I don't know. I don't know. Stream avatars is very funky. It's very funky. And Flarier, you say, thanks, man. I try. Well, let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about it. And we're just fixing some bugs. Like the game currently has some problems. So this week I'm just fixing them. So probably around this weekend I'll have another version out, which will have a lot of problems fixed. All right, let's go over here and or world ability hit area. What do we want to override from here? What do we want to override? Because on awake, we just want to set the collider enabled false. That's fine. Then we have over here a set hit area activity. And what do we really want to do in here? Like we just want to uh, probably disable, or I think we could have a list of things that are inside the area so we don't harm them more than once. And Florier, you say, well, I'm not an adult sadly, but I really want to donate for your hard work. Yeah, don't worry. It's completely okay. I just hope that you enjoy it. No worries. No worries. Um, okay, so over here on the set hit area, I um, I set it to be and basically disabled or enabled somewhere. And where am I calling it? I think on the world ability. See, yeah, here. Set hit area activity. I set it to true when I reset the hit. And I need to tweak the hit cooldown time. Because what I could do is basically like store the entities that have been hit by the world ability, and if they like get out of it and enter again, then they will get damaged. And happy great elephant, you say, okay, bye, I'll join the live tomorrow, I can't right now. Well, no worries, thank you for joining today, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye bye, take care. Yeah, 3 back-to-back wins from that one guy. Crazy, crazy. Alrighty, so let's see over here. I can set player owned, but I don't want to set this player owned. It's just gonna be well, I register the hit. When I register the hit, what happens? I just call every single area and I make it false. And I have to reassign this because these are no longer just hit areas. These are gonna be world ability hit area, but I still don't have like anything that's specific to them. So I'm not going to do anything in here. I just want to like read what exactly am I doing. And holy crap, let's go. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I want to see if you win again. Another one guy. And check to say, okay, this was Voronoi noise. I'll be using for the stone-like shape. Okay. So what happens in fixed update? In fixed update, I just do if animation triggered, I set the animation timer. If animation timer gets to 0, I will say the animation times. Yeah, it's gonna like do another do the other bit of the animation. Mm, yeah, that's basically it. Like doing another part of the animation. Nick is hacking. And Faria just say, okay, bro, I subbed and like you. See you tomorrow. Well, thank you very much for the like and the sub. Really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Thanks, the website told me. Alrighty, alrighty. We'll see you next time then. See you at 10:30. Bye bye. Take care. All right, so let's see. Current animation keyframe. I just make it be like a plus plus. I reset the timer, so this is like just about particles and stuff. Mm, then over here, I have the hit cooldown timer. So what is the hit cooldown timer on our world ability over here? On our rock spikes, the hit cooldown timer is 2, so it shouldn't harm us before 2 seconds. And I don't think it's working properly. Because yeah, I don't think it's working properly because when I do register hit, okay, I think when I register hit, I'm not actually like calling this. Yeah, I made a severe mistake. I didn't reset the timer over here. So it's gonna be, oh no, but I'm doing it in here. Hit cooldown time. And that one guy you say also telling people not to donate is so nice of you. You're making a game with no, I don't know, big resources of payment, and you just say just tap take me to downloads. Those is in the chat for Roman. Uh well, I know like people like now I need to when I uh launch the game, like I need people like to buy it. But I know, and for example, when I used to play when I was younger, like I didn't have the money to get the games, so like I get it. I get it. If you can't get it, like just don't. It's okay. And she's to say, bro, but it doesn't change the fact that gambling is rigged for me. I'm just gonna throw you some stars. I'm gonna throw you some stars so better. So you have a better chance of getting close to Nick's wealth. So she's yeah, Roman is actually making this for fun. That's what makes him the goat. Oh, thank you, thank you very much, guys. Uh, Miho will say, "Well, I thought there were errors. I just didn't believe enough, and now it's working again." Yeah, it is nice. Mm, double your Roman. And Ninja said your only movies hustle has the same thing as you, by the way. They have a free Edge version and a paid Steam release. Yeah, I plan to do that until like the yeah, and the H version is an old version. I plan to do basically the same, because I've seen other other games, what they do is basically they are free, but there's like the latest version you can pay for, and the one that comes before is free. So you can play a version behind, but if you really want to like play the latest version, you can pay. And what I plan to do is like basically like having every single version free. Maybe one day I'll do that. Like the previous version is free and the other one's paid, like the latest. But until then, like I just plan to have the Steam version be like paid. The others is like you just can try it for free. And Sleepwalker, you say, "Hi, I feel like my eye is gonna explode. Sorry, I won't be on streams." Yeah, don't worry about it. It's completely alright. I hope your eye gets better, and I'll see you next time. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you what to do if your eye is gonna explode or anything, but try to take care of it and rest. And I'll see you next time. All right. Bye bye. Thank you for joining, by the way. Thank you for passing. Okay, so here register hit. When we do the register hit, then we should say the hit cooldown time is set to hit cooldown time. The timer set to the time. But still, like this is gonna trigger this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do here hit cooldown time or timer. It's gonna be equal to -1. No, actually, I think I can do this here. Like I just call this both times. Let's see. Wow, that one guy you won 200. 200. Awesome. Yeah, where are you in the? Well, you still don't show up, or do you? Nick is twice as wealthy as I am. Yeah, Nick is on the top by a stretch. Betting 200 again for black. Let's see what happens. Okay, now I want to see if the damage inconsistencies are still the same. Yeah, I think it's good now, I believe. Let's see. I need to get to max health to like see the damage that's dealing. I also need to have feedback for when you can't have you can't cast a spell because of mana, because now it's like super like you can't really tell when you can't cast a spell because of mana. And I should also make the healing spell like healing more, but I'm gonna leave that for when I rebalance the spell. Oh, epic loss. Yeah, that's a hard loss. Run this back right now. All in. You're going all in? Double epic loss. You just wanna try it. Yeah, I wanna get in here. And now it shouldn't hurt me again. Unless like I go again and try to get harmed. But now the damage should be more consistent. Yeah, that's it. If you walk again into it, like you're gonna get damaged again. But now it should be more consistent. So let's go over here. And actually, we're not going to have our world ability hit area. That's not gonna exist. We're just gonna delete that. And I guess we're gonna delete the other folder again too, or the other folder about world ability stuff too, because we only have one script there. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to have a folder for just one thing. So I'm gonna put it outside, just on the scripts. And we're gonna delete the folder. Professional gamblers know when they won. Bet 320 black. Oh, that one guy won the 640. Wow. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, let's see. World ability, I want to delete this folder. Let's see the changes. Because I think the only change that I did was actually like super simple. Let's see what are the changes over here. Yeah, it's just one line. So fix. It's on the world ability. Damaging or damaging more times than needed. World ability. What's the problem with this word? Ability. Hit cooldown. Problem. So before the fix the cooldown timer for dealing damage again on the world ability was not properly reset. So we can commit one file to make, switch to origin. Say this is like the 10K that was cheated in and then betted on. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't even know like Nick had like 5K, and I was a little bit suspicious. But then he's like started gambling it, super like in a super weird way, and I just guessed, okay, this guy just uh added money to him to himself. Who who plays a bet? That one guy. And what did you bet for? Black. Oh, you're 150 down. Well, since you have a good gambling spirit, I'm just gonna throw some more stars. I wish the stars. I don't know if you can set it up. But so the stars give you more money. Probably there should be an option somewhere. Alrighty. Let's go over here on Notion, and we're just gonna move the big boy damage inconsistencies. We're gonna move from doing to done. Then the on-air animation get called more often than necessary on very small drops. All right, you can do the mass jump. And you're betting 393 on black. Is that all you have? Yeah, that's all you have. You're going all in on black. Well, I want to see what's the outcome of that. How many tasks do we have for before 0.211? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 tasks before 0.2.1. Yeah, I guess I can do this before the weekend. It did land on black. It did land on black. What you are all professional gamblers. That one guy truly knows what he's doing. Epic. Epic. There should be one day, I don't know. You should all like do all in. So the so if you win with an all in, like the gap could get like very wide. But otherwise it would be like a currency reset. And Kicks, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back. All right. So let's see. The on-air animation gets called more often than necessary. And let's go to the player. Let's go to the player because I think that's the only place that I'm really calling that. Let's go to the player. It's animation handler. Or no, it's gonna be on the player movement script. Because that's where I communicate with the animation. Okay, so over here on player movement, let's see if well where I'm telling the animation handler to set to be like jumping, you know. So over here is player moving, player grounded. I think I have somewhere like I'm doing a check for. Yeah, this is on awake. Maybe it needs to be like on an update or on a fixed update. Because here I get my inputs. Yeah, I get inputs. That one guy you say how much currency those two messages get, or one message, only one. I don't know. I don't really know. And need you say the stretcher coach really wants to teach someone Pico 8. He just doesn't want the money. Is that happening on Discord? And Kixi say that's one long program. Yeah, but we have. If you think this is this is long, the other scripts that I have are like longer. This is like even inheriting from other stuff. Um, but yeah, I try to like when I get to like 400 lines, I try to separate it into multiple scripts so I don't get like everything in one file. But I've seen other people like get into thousands of lines. I generally like try to keep it after 400. I try to move it, and I think the longest one that I have is like 600 or something like that, which I'm not proud of. It's not something that I'm proud of. It's like something that just happens. Because ultimately, if you have like very long scripts, like it's gonna be harder to um figure where stuff is. Okay, so where are we using on ground hit? Let's look the two references. An eye character controller and kinematic character motor. We're using that. And basically I have somewhere I am like checking for like the ground, you know? Like if I'm grounded. So over here, somewhere over here, it should be. Maybe it's not here because I know I'm calling like the motor. I have the motor, or should I? I should have the motor over here. Motor, and I can get like is grounded. So I'm gonna search. I'm gonna do Control F, and I'll see if I can find motor that is grounded. And maybe it needs to be on one of the scripts on the player. It needs to be on one of them. Let's open the player animation handler. And Kiku say, oh, and like organize your programs so they don't mix up and create a big mess. Yeah, basically having them, for example, one thing for movement, one thing for like casting the spells, one thing for looking like the direction where the player is looking. So it's like different components that tackle um different functionality. So not everything is mixed up. Like you really don't need to have all the camera movements inside the player. Or in the same script that you have like I don't know the animations because they are not really related. So why having them mixed, you know? And that one guy say, I'm not betting anymore. I only wanted over 1K. Well, you did get a lot of currency today, that one guy. Uh, yeah, betting to towards black is all uh like it's all the time is a good strategy. All right, let's see. So I'm just looking for a place where I'm basically checking for grounded. And I don't think player movement inherits from anything. So I'm gonna do a search over here for switch states. So switch animation, and it's gonna be mm, on air and hands. So let's do over here on the search tool. Here we're gonna do switch animation, and inside that I want to say on air and hands. So there I can like get the proper place where I'm using this. And Kicks, you say I have like 13 books and I put all the script in one file. 400 or 1490 lines of code. So I've been trying to solve it for 3 weeks right now. Yeah, that's a problem when you have a super convoluted like file. I would suggest yeah, it's gonna if you're solving it and it already took you 3 weeks, I would suggest you try instead of trying to fix the bug, keep the bugs for now, but try to separate that script into multiple scripts, so then you can go script by script fixing the bugs, and it's gonna be a little bit easier for you because like they are separated, you know. uh so yeah, and that's what I would do if I were you. Okay, let's do switch animation, and switch animation gets called 60 times. So on air, hands on air. Let's Oh, let's see, because I need to call this way. On air, hands, I guess. Switch animation state. That's it. And I'll do on air, hands, and like that. So on humanoid animation handler, I have three parts where I call this. So I need to check every single one of them. Here it is on the humanoid animation handler. So I get is grounded. Yeah, basically on fixed update, I have the blink, act states, walk animation, and basically I don't really want to put the like I need to be more strict where I call the humanoid animation handler, or where I call the on air animation. Um Hands up or down, get is grounded. Yeah, that's fine. This one's fine. I just have to like figure this one out. And Kichi say that's a nice way to solve this problem. Thank you. Well, I hope it works for you. I hope you can solve your problem that way. And no worries, you're very welcome. All right. So over here, yeah, we found this, so no need to keep using the search tool. It's just this. So if get is grounded equals false and dashing equals false, I think I'm gonna, instead of just doing this, I'm just gonna do if physics dot raycast. Well, I'm gonna, before doing a raycast, because raycast can get pretty expensive, I will do another check. If the if basically on the feet on the hands are on air already, I'm gonna do a hand state equals on air, or doesn't equal on air. Um, I can proceed. And how will I proceed? I'll do another if, because I really need to be like super strict with this, because if I am not, then for every single like uh drop, no matter if it's like a super small drop, the animation will change to basically like being like falling. And meanwhile, you say the math ain't matting. It said we made 1081 requests, and then said 1003, and then 1004. Yeah, I don't know how it's counting, but it doesn't seem to be counting correctly. And Kixi say, I'm glad to find out streamers like you still exist. Like my feed is bombarded with brain rot, and it feels like the world lost its creativity. Uh, well, thank you for the kind words. And yeah, it is like that. It is like that sometimes. Like I've seen when I don't normally like scroll shorts because whenever I enter to shorts, like I just get sucked into them. It's hard to escape it. Uh, but yeah, whenever I like scroll into shorts, like I see very weird stuff with like brain rots everywhere. Some of them are fun. Like I'm not saying some of them are not fun. It's just that everything is that. And Miho will say maybe it's because you had to log in the middle of that that somehow resets the credits we are allowed. Exploit found. So then if I log in again, will we get more tokens? Uh, if that's the case, then awesome. Okay, so for our raycast, we have to set our origin, direction, distance, and layer mask. So let's see. Do we have a layer mask over here? I don't think we have a layer mask. Let's do. mm, Let's do over here. Um, Serialized field, private layer mask, and we need to set it to brown layer mask, like that, so we can use it in our raycast. So over here, we're just gonna do okay, what's the origin? The origin is going to be from the transform, that position, wherever we are in space. Then our direction is going to be down. So we're going to do vector 3 dot down, which is going to be like 0 on the x, y minus 1, so like down, and set 0, so it's just down. Then what's the distance? I think the distance can be mm, something like math dot infinity, like basically very far away. Mod f dot infinity, and then the layer mask, which is gonna be the ground layer mask. So that's gonna just call this in case that we have casted raycast. And Kixi say, I'm working on my game while watching you. Lol. Well, cool stuff. I love when people work on their game while watching the stream. If you want to share your progress, feel free to join the Discord community. Like over there, people like share what they're working on and like just generally just chat. Um, so yeah, like we can share. I can share you in the stream like what I'm working, and like you can share what you're working on in the with images or videos. And Creekcraft says, "Hey, what's up, Creekcraft? Welcome to the stream." And you say game. The game is the well. Let me show you. Let me show you. So this is the game. It's a magic game that I've been making for some months now, and basically it's about like you have to use your arrow keys to select different spells. So for example, I do up, left, left, up, and I get my like fireballs, that I can use. And you have to get to these zones over here, which are gonna make some enemies spawn. In this case, I just have made the currently like just the boss is spawning. Like we have a boss in the game and it's spawning, and but normally we have other enemies too. Like this is just the boss, and we were working on it a little bit before, so that's why he's showing up. And Big Puma says hi. What's up, Big Puma? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you back into another stream. How is it going? Bill Dennis, what's up? You say today is my birthday. Happy birthday to you, man. I hope you have the best birthday ever, and good luck with everything, dude. And good to have you here. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, he might have left Creekcraft. And Kicks, you say I did separate the scripts, but it seems like it's a punctuation error. Well, those should be simple to address. So like go very slowly. Or well, this is what I would do. Like just go very slowly, line by line, just making sure that I haven't missed like uh any punctuation or anything. But it should your IDE, the thing that you're working on over here, like should tell you when you have a punctuation error. So try to see if there's like a red area or something. And people may say, "Good, how are you?" Um, well, I'm very glad you're good. I'm doing fine, doing fine. Thanks for asking. And Kicks, you say, "Bro, I can't find it." Yeah, just patience. It just takes patience, but you'll eventually figure it out. I'm sure. All right, so over here we're gonna have mm, we're gonna call this serialized field, and we could have like an on air thing jumping. Mm, or on air. Let's do on air, and we're gonna move this thing over here. We're gonna have a private float, and it's gonna be like a fouling minimum distance, and I'll start it at 0.5 f maybe. That sounds fair to me. And over here, we're just gonna put this over here. So now, when we do our raycast, let's actually search for raycast, because you see, when you have like this script, for example, I have a little bit less than 600 lines. That's where like I try to use the Control F. I'm using VS Code, so if you do Control F here, it's gonna allow you to search for stuff. So I can do physics, and it's gonna take me to where I use that, like physics.raycast. And Kicks, you say in Roblox it doesn't show you the line error is at. That's messed up. Can't you use another like code editor, or is it like just Roblox Studio? And that one guy you say, "Oh, are you fixing the corner bug?" Yes, I'm trying to fix that now, because it is a like a very silly problem. Like like actually I think it should be already fixed, but I want to like bring back the functionality of being able to fall. So let me just see if this is gonna fix it. Let's see if the well, we need to calculate the distance. So we're gonna have distance over here is gonna be float distance equals the difference between the transform, that position, mm, to the point. So it's gonna be like minus the oh, and I need to have like a hit. So it's gonna be I'll do I think out, raycast hit, hit. That should work. Because forget the I always forget the order. Now we have our hit stored, so we can do hit that point, and that's gonna give us our where the raycast collided, and then we are gonna say magnitude. The magnitude of this is gonna be the distance. The so we do transform that position, the position we're at, minus the point where the ray collided, and we're gonna like subtract one from another, and then we get the magnitude, and that's gonna give us our distance. And Bill Tennis, you say, I have one question. Can you add customizations to your character as a wizard? Not now, but I do plan to make that. I plan to make like different hats that you can wear, different like robes or like chest pieces, different gloves, different boots. For now, we don't have anything. But when I add it, I also want to have like, I don't know, some pieces of clothing that you can use that, I don't know, make you stronger in some way, or like give you more health or whatever. And Mijo, you say he can never get that falling effect, right? We've been at it for quite a while. She suggested to make it only happen when you fall a certain distance, not just any fall. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing right now because the thing that she said, I think it was because of the particles, and we did fix that. It's just that now that I added an animation for like getting your hands up when you fall, I forgot to like actually have a distance, like a minimum distance to like get to that falling. So let's do falling minimum distance, and I think I'm gonna like make it a little bit higher. Let's do a one because we're just not starting uh, from the feet. We're starting from the middle of the character, and the character is worth or the character is has a size of like two, so it should be like it starts from one, and then if I do 1.25, it's gonna like have a array of 25 coming like down. So I'll actually do a 1.5. Now, if I go back to the physics thingy, we have our distance, and we'll do if the distance is more than the minimum, or sorry, falling minimum distance, we are gonna set the animation like we're just gonna do a switch. So we have we have three ifs, and I know we could like just group them into like maybe one or two. Oh no, we have like four ifs. But in this case in particular, it's better for readability, like the ease um, of reading things. Like we keep it this way. And maybe I can get rid of one. Let's just do and hand state. Hand state is not equal on air. That's it. So now we're gonna get rid of this one and rid of one bracket too. This bracket. And let me format this. So we're gonna bring everything down here. That is it. And let me try if that works. Let me try. And KCCA, yeah, I don't really know how to use other script editors because I don't really script a lot. Um, well, you could like look up a tutorial or well, I haven't tried the Roblox editor, so I don't know how good it is. But if you want to try like look into a tutorial, I think VS Code is very good. Uh Visual Studio communities too. But I don't know. Like if you like the tool, like don't move because sometimes it's like just better to use the in engine tool. I don't know if you can add plugins or something. And that one guy you say Roblox Studio is the IDE, game engine, animator, and has a simple animation editor built in, and more. I know because I used it for about 2 years. You see, Lua is pretty easy too. Um, but can you use another IDE inside Roblox Studio or no? In case you say Roblox editor is terrible, to be honest. Well, from what you've told me, like you can't see where punctuation errors are. Yeah, it seems like it's not the best, but yeah, I don't know. And you say so. It's Game Maker. Yeah, Game Maker does the same thing. No, Game Maker is Roblox, of course. And you say Roblox Studio is really good. Although since it's Roblox and all of the crap, I switched. Yeah, like you're very limited to like only do games on Roblox, but you can do like pretty great games on Roblox. There is an option to add plugins. Yeah, maybe that could be like a great solution to your problem, like having the, I don't know, a plugin that lets you um like detect the punctuation errors. And Bilton used to say, will you add some events in the game? Like what? Like depending on the date or something? Is that what you're talking about, Bill Tennis? Right. So let's go in here and let's try it out. It's now. Well, I only fall if there's like a proper distance. Also, I don't think I have assigned the ground check. So let's go over here on player animation. Yeah, on player animation, I need to set the ground layer mask. So it's gonna be set to only ground. That should make it trigger. So now on this small part like this, it shouldn't be a problem, right? And I wanna know what the distance is when I use that. I'm gonna debug the distance. So debug that log distance to ground, and I'll do distance, and I'll also do the t for time. And let me put the currency thingy so it picks up the variables. And Bilten used to say like acid rain. I don't know. Some people have suggested like weather things. I'm not opposed to the idea, but maybe like seasonal events or something. That's what I thought you were talking about. But maybe yeah, like something like weather related. I still have to see. Depends on how much time I have. Because I still like want to make like the core of the game and like the most important parts. And if I have time left, I plan to add stuff like that. And that one guy you say, I would love to use Unity or Unreal. Just need to get a new Mac first. I don't have a storage and my RAM is super low. Well, Godot is like getting very, very good improvements. And like, I just hope that in the future, Godot becomes the standard. I just really hope that. Like, I would really love to use an open source game engine. And Kixi say, I just got redirected to Google, a website full of plugins that can help with scripting, animating, and building. Guess Roblox isn't that bad after all. Yeah, if you can make your Roblox studio better, why not? And you say that one guy, the one I want, cost $2,400 though. Wow. Well, that's yeah, because Apple. But yeah, I don't know. I would say get a PC like for half the price, and you're gonna get like a freaking god tier machine. But machine. But yeah, you like Mac, so I'm not going to even try to convince you to switch to PC. What's the distance to ground? It's 175. One. Over here, it doesn't get triggered. It's 4. I think that that distance is fair. It's fair, like it's a good distance. And I don't really want to like fight him. I just want to check if the problem is solved. So what's the lowest distance it's gonna trigger this? Distance to ground 1.5. I may have to set this a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. So on the player, let's go in here and let's set it to maybe 1.9. Let's go over here and let's do 1.9. And Bilten used to say, "Do you know about Silsong? I beat Silsong in 15 hours. I know about Silsong. I haven't played it. I haven't played though. Played it though. Didn't it like broke Steam? Like it got 500,000 players, concurrent players at one time. Like when it launched, I think. And Kixi say, I just installed a package of 12 plugins for $1.89. It was on Valentine's offer, so now everything is 10 times more easier. Awesome, awesome, very very nice. I hope that helps you with the development now that you have uh, a better work space. Well, it's like a better software to work in your game. So now it's gonna only trigger this here. I'm just gonna try this over here. Let me put this to something like crazy. So I can like make sure this is working as I intended to work. Yeah, this. Let's do 2 point. All right, let's do like 3. Well, that's not crazy enough. Let's do 100. That's not gonna get triggered if it's on 100. Or, well, it is. Yeah, because what's the distance to ground? Okay, here it's getting triggered, and distance to ground is 3.9. But the falling minimum distance is 100. Maybe I think I did something wrong. So the distance must be greater than the falling minimum distance. And well, I guess I want to debug both stuff then, both things. Let's do debug the distance to ground, and also we're gonna log the minimum distance. So falling min distance. We're gonna put it over here. Falling minimum distance. Because it's very weird that it's getting triggered like that. And Kixi said, yeah, the new editor pointed out all the errors. Awesome. And you say, I just spent 3 weeks of useless searching. I could have explored plugins earlier, lol. Well, you know now. You know now. So it's like there are some like very silly mistakes you're gonna make while you're learning, and I've done certainly my fair share of them. So it's like just part of it. It's part of it. Don't feel bad about like searching for 3 weeks for something that was super super simple to solve otherwise. And that one guy, you say, have you played Geometry Dash, Roman? I played it, but it was like so long ago. Maybe I remember one of the first games I got on Steam was, well, I was thinking of getting Geometry Dash. I don't think I have it, but it may have been, I don't know, 2014. or even less, because I remember playing the demo, maybe when it first came out. But have you dodged on your geometry? For sure, I have. Yeah, but I wasn't very good, and I didn't really like was at that time I was in school, and all I cared about was like playing basketball, nothing anymore, like nothing more. But I had a lot of friends that were obsessed, and they were very good. And that one guy you say, oh, so you're an OG. Well, you could say so. You could say so. I did play when it first came out. Uh, yeah, I want to see now the if it works. So falling minimum distance. Okay, what's the distance to ground? It's 2. That's 4. Yeah, let's increase that. Let's go over here and let's put this to 100. So it is getting cold over here. Even though the falling minimum distance is 100, I am triggering this with a value of 1.3. Um, why is this even happening? In Biltenis, you say, my brother has played Silksong for 29 hours of it and still hasn't beat it. I think with those games like that, well, people play games vastly different, like with a lot of differences. So people sometimes like just like to explore all the thing, and I think you can have like I don't know hundreds of hours maybe if you explore every single thing and you try to get everything from Silksong. Um, I know. Well, I got some friends that like to how do you call this? It's like platinum, like get platinums in games, like get all the achievements. So they get like hundreds of hours for each game. I personally, depending on the game, like for example, when I played Red Dead Redemption 2, the first time I beat the game like kinda quick, but the next time I played it, I didn't beat the game. I just like did every single mission I could find. Um, like all the secondary missions, and I didn't beat it, but it's I don't know. Both experiences are enjoyable. And that one guy is saying pretty bad at the game. I've gotten so much better. My first demon is going to be an extreme demon. It's hashtag 1000 or Ariadil all rated extreme demon list. Oh, number 1000 on all rated extreme demon list. Uh it's so hard. And how many tries have you had so far of that level? Have 13% on it with 600 attempts. Well, fair. That's fair. And Kicks, you say, I just added new R15 animations on program on flying key F. Now I'm working on the shift for run programs and a stamina bar. Oh, awesome. What's your game about, Kicks? And Bill Tennis, you say, but in Act 3, Butler speedrunners. In Act 3. So Silson has acts? For example, when I jump, it doesn't get triggered. Well, it didn't get triggered when I jumped, which is the only like place where I want to call this really. Uh, so I guess I'll have to like manually call this when I jump. But what if I? Yeah, why is this getting called if the number on here is lower? The number here is lower than this one, and this is still being called. Or no, actually no. This is not being called. I want to call it in here. Really, I thought I had it over here. Let me see. And Kiki say an Ovi game. Awesome, dude. I really love playing the Ovi games back when I was dude. I say it as if I was very old. I'm just 22, but I used to play it when I don't know, 2013. I think Roblox has been like one of the first games that I played like constantly with my brother, and I love the Ovis. The Ovis are awesome. And Bill Tennis you say, but we are speedrunners. Oh well, makes sense. Makes sense then. And that one guy you say, remember to make the macOS build. DM me the itch link. Will do. And Miho is saying stars on time Act 3. Scary hamster in stars on time. What? And Kiki say my game is basically a Novi type game or parkour and climb a huge mountain. Awesome. And that one guy you say tabs or spaces. Roman, there's only one right answer. Tabs or spaces? Tabs. I use my tabs. I do use my tabs. It's easy to format things that way, but it's not as like granular sometimes or as specific. Okay, distance to ground was called with this. All right. So now, if I put it to something silly, like 100, will this get called? I don't think this should get called like any single time again. Like the thing shouldn't get called. Okay, but when I jump, sometimes it does get called. And I'm also gonna get rid of this things on the guide particle system. I'm just gonna get rid of this. No longer need this. And Kixusai, why are you solo developing though? Because I don't have like money to pay people, and the people that well, I've worked with people before, and I haven't had the best experiences, and I want like full creative control over this project. There's multiple reasons, and yeah, it's better if someone breaks the project, it better be me, you know, too. That too. And Nick, you say a creature feature, a featuring the creature. Uh dude, I checked every single video after the call before I started the stream. I checked every single video that you sent. There are some hilarious one. Like I can't get over the crying chair. And Casey say I dev with my friend Husaifa. Oh, awesome! I think it's great if you develop with someone. I think it can be like uh, super cool. And I'm like actually like would like to develop with more people in short projects. Maybe if like I'm gonna be working on this for like a year. So I prefer like working solo in this type of scenario. But I do enjoy like participating in like game jams, for example, with other people. That one guy you say, what? No, Roman, spaces reign above the tabs. You say, I can creatively control the delete key. Yeah, fair. But um, what about having similarly tabbed spaces, you know? And Casey say, is there any way I can help? Um, well, just with ideas, with your support, like just, um, that's it. That's it. But thank you for offering. And Miho say, however, I if you don't use tab, you can't do stuff like shift tab in VS Code. That's very true. Okay, so over here, yeah, we just need to like have a higher number for this, so it doesn't get stuck like this. Let's do let's do 5. Maybe 5 will do. So it doesn't like look. Yeah, so when you're here, for example, in here, it doesn't look bad. And I think that will make it so... Well, on jump, I should force it to be on air, probably. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm gonna do on jump. Let's see. Control F, jump. Like I need to like force the switch. Let's do over here. Let's find the jump. Yeah, on try jump. That's where I do the jump. I'm gonna call the player animation handler script jump. And what happens in here? Go to definition. Base that jump and assign state. All right, so yeah, I assign the states, but I just need to make that. Maybe I don't assign the states. I'm just gonna do switch animation state of the feet, or well, it's gonna be to what on air, and I want to assign the feet and the hands to that hands. I think that's it. And Kicks, you say, with your developing, I can't believe you built all of this alone. You have insane skills. Oh, thank you. It's just like patience. It takes a lot of time. Like I know this seems like a large project and like it's complicated or whatever, but it's like months of work. It's just months of work. Patiently adding stuff, making sure it doesn't break, adding more stuff on top of it, fixing stuff. And Kicks, you say, I'm tired, I'll probably go to sleep now. Well, thank you for joining. Really appreciate you joining. So I'll see you next time, all right? Take care and bye bye. And Mijo, you say, does it start at the player or the last player landing position? I feel like I could break it by jumping off the map while it's about to spawn. Uh, it starts from the player. Or sorry, there is a ray being casted towards the ground that starts from the middle of the player. And it only checks for the ground. So I don't think you will be able to break it. Or, well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that uh, likely. You probably can break it somehow. I just don't know now. Like, I don't imagine a scenario of how you could break it. Yeah, let's do 4 over here. So we're forcing the jump whenever we jump. We're doing this, but on false we are not forcing to. We're not forcing it. So it's only on long falls or on jump, you know? Because if we just fall from here, okay, here, we shouldn't be able to do this. Yeah, actually, I don't know why that happened. I think maybe we have another. Yeah, let me check. Maybe we have another ground piece over here. Maybe. I don't know. Say Kicks. Bye, Roman. Have a good morning, good night. Well, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Take care. You say that one guy, you say you should make it run the check every single frame. Super optimized advice. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Um, Miho say you should calculate the area of a circle and a new value of pi every single frame. Great ideas for performance. Great. You say you should calculate the Shudnovsky formula to calculate pi every frame. Yeah, I'm sure those are all like super performant, right? And Nick, you say, since when does the restart button exist? Does it have a keybind? Since today, like we added it during the stream. Yeah, it exists. You can like restart, doing the restart over here, and also you can do Control R to do the restart. So I think I don't know. I don't remember who said that. Mm, yeah, because I didn't take a screenshot. But I think well, someone said that maybe you or Cheese, and I already added that today. And Cheese, you say already. All right, Roman. I shared more work in progress. Please read the title again. Alrighty. And you say, imagine accidentally clicking the restart button. Yeah, awful. But it is not going to be like super simple for you to do this. Like it's right here. Why would you go out of your way to do this? All right, let me check. Let me check. Let me go over on Discord. Here. Cut. Let's go over here. Peace. Who's nothing? Just joined? What's this? Well, this is not what I was looking for, alright? I'm just looking for chair whip. Oh, those are from Mr. P. No, my project's streaming related. Oh, this looks cool. Dude, I need to see this after the stream. But this looks cool. Let me just go to the cheese one. Because there's more. Oh, nice. I like the shoulders. I see what you did with what you said about like the it was not the randomization, but the Voronoi texture. Very nice. Looks strong. And the feet too. Looks more like a natural rock formation. Looks very nice. Fire. That's pure fire. It says he looks like an ancient China version of Big Boy. And I like it. Yeah, it's nice. Very, very nice. So are you planning to give him a material now? And you say, Nick, because shooting while in pause menu? Okay, yeah, that may be it. If you're shooting you with while you're in the pause menu, like yeah, you're gonna you're probably gonna like press the restart. But I'm planning to fix that, so it's gonna go away anyway. Okay. So what was I working on? The on air animation gets called more often than necessary on very small drops. So yeah, let's see this again. Okay, distance to ground is 2, falling minimum distance 1.9. Yeah, on jumps, that's called fine. But what if I put this to 100? 100, it shouldn't go to on air. Yeah, it's not calling it, but somewhere else is being called. Miho say there's no body, there's no thing. No, what? What? Nick Tree is gonna be void? And Cheesy say, I'm gonna quickly add the material tomorrow. I'll also make the rest of the scene. Nice. And make the big boy pose absolute cinema. And then I'll start on making the animation. I want it to be awesome. Well, what you're describing is already awesome, so uh I'm I just want to see what you submit to the contest. And that one guy you say, all right, I'm gonna go outside. I need vitamins. Also, to get away from my screen. Been on it since 12 a.m. and it's 3:15 p.m. Peace. Alrighty. Well, enjoy the outside, the outdoors, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye bye. Take care. Um. Okay. So yeah, the calculate part. I don't care about this. I just care about the distance. This distance. I'm just gonna get rid of everything over here. Let's do physics. And I want to see if I get rid of everything there, if I'm calling the on air thingy somewhere else. Because I don't think I am. I think that's the only place where I'm calling that. Well, it seems it's not. It seems it is not. Okay, let's go to assign states on the humanoid animation handler, maybe? Assign states. And over here, get is grounded. I'm gonna put everything on air. I just won't. Because that's the only other place where I'm calling on air stuff. And Cheese, you say, all right, I also have to go. Bye. Well, thank you for joining, Cheese, and I'll see you next time, all right? Take care. Bye bye. Um, okay, so now there shouldn't be any call to the on air thingy. So the only call should be done here. So let me bring this back. The physics here. Let me reactivate this. And now we have total control of or on air. Switch animation state. Let's see. And Yamiho is a buy old milk. And Roman, did you know C Sharp is 24 years old? Is it 24 years old? It's kind of young then. Because what are the how many years old are the other languages? Because I think some of them were like C++, C were created during like 60s maybe or 80s. I don't know. Okay, now if I increase the falling max distance or minimum distance, yeah, I don't call that unless I fall from a very big place. Or if I just jump, I think that's fine. Now, I'm not going to put that to 5. I need to put this to somewhere um, smaller, like 3.5 maybe. So here's not going to activate it. But maybe here, yeah, there, it should activate it. I think I'm gonna make it even smaller, like maybe 3. So from here, it's gonna call the on air thingy. But for example, here shouldn't call it. And on jump, it should call it every single time. There probably are like some edge cases where when you jump, it's not gonna get called probably, but just some edge cases. Who cares about edge cases? Okay, I think that's fine. Let's just do 3 over there. And you know how to say Python's 34. And C is from, okay, 1972. Yeah, they are pretty old. Pretty old. And you say nicked. I mean, due to C-sharp's origin, it makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty pretty young language. Well, compared to C, Python is relatively young too. Okay. I think it's fixed, so we can just submit this. Let's do commit over here. And what have we changed? Just this. Calculate path call. And I think, am I overwriting this somewhere? Because I don't know if I want to like have this happening every single time. Because I don't know if on my I don't know if on every single enemy I want to have this, because my enemies are humanoid. So let's see what I have on my enemies. Enemy animation handler. Fixed update. Oh no, I'm not overwriting this. So I'm inheriting from this, but I'm not overriding this. So I don't really want this to happen over here. This thing over here shouldn't happen on the enemy animation handler. So I'm just gonna override the fixed update. Let's do this over here. Protected. Override. Void. And yeah, protected override void fixed update. And I don't want to keep the base. It's just gonna be blink. What's the problem with the blinking? Oh, blinking is private. Let's do protected. So we can call it. We can do blink, act states, and walk animation. walk animation. That's it. And also on assigned states, what do I have over here? That's fine. That is fine. And need to say, it turns out I don't have an eraser, so all the flaws in my sketch are forced to remain as they are. Um, that's the life of the artist. Well, there are some like artists that do that on purpose, and that's actually how they make you. For example, when I was in university, they made me like do my drawings without erasers just to like get used to it. Use a tire. Problem solved. There you go, Nick. There you go. You have the solution by Mijo. Uh, all right. So this should this should work. No problem. Let me just put the normal values to the wave manager and whatever. Let's just do over here on managers, wave manager. I'm gonna have between 3 to 5 waves, and the enemy quota. I'm just gonna do 10 to 20 probably, so it doesn't get super cluttered with enemies. You know, because this is for like just debugging purposes. And Nur FF10 says hi. What's up, Nur FF10? Welcome to the stream. And need you say I can just redo it? I'm used to drawing with a pen. I like the feel of it. You say I don't know what's about it. It's just speak. Yeah, I like the physical drawing experience. Although my results are worse when I do it with like in physical form. Um, yeah, I want to see if the animation gets triggered for them if they like fall. I don't think they are triggering the falling animation. At least I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's go to the console, and I don't want to log the distance anymore. It was just for debugging. What did I do? Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, this. I save, and let's do a commit. So now the the on air animation doesn't get called, or on air animation doesn't get called on short falls. That's it. Um, yeah, I guess so. That's it. Commit 4 files to main and push to origin, and we have one more task done for today. Okay, so the next task is extra sound effects for when big boy attacks are about to happen to give cues to react to the player. I think that's gonna be. I don't know. I could leave it here or do that task because I think that task is gonna take a lot of time. Um, yeah, let's leave this for tomorrow. These ones, and I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break, and I'm gonna be back. All right, I'm back. So extra sound effects for when the big boy attacks. I think I do have some sound effects for it. I think I did have like some extra rock sounds. Where to put them? That's the thing. Where to put them and how to put them in, like before the attacks. Um. So let's see over here on audio. Let's hear our sound effects and let me put this. I think you should be able to hear this like this now, because that's. I was thinking of maybe putting this one, like the not this one. But I don't know if it'll feel like a good sound for a cue. You know, we can use this, make it work, and if we don't like it, we can swap it later. The main thing is like just having the functionality. So how will we do this? Because the way things work now, we can uh, like go into the big boy animations and we'll see where we're like calling stuff. So let's go over here. I'm gonna open brain. I'm gonna open animation handler. I'm gonna open health's not gonna be needed. Mm, movement too. And those are the three things that I will need. Mm, yeah, let me see. Let me get this out of here. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Is the stream alright? Well, just in case, I'm just gonna leave it here. I've had enough problems today, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm gonna figure this out after because probably this is gonna like take me a while, and it's not going to be that interesting. So yeah, it's a little bit of a shorter stream. And Nick, you say, yeah, yeah, I know. It was telling me over here that I had problems, but well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, let me show you. This is what it tells me here. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Well, it doesn't matter. Well, I'm just gonna leave it here, and I'll continue tomorrow. Maybe I'm gonna tackle that problem then, like after, and I'm gonna bring more problems for tomorrow. So thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. So tomorrow I have to also work on the contest. But yeah, bye bye. Take care. See ya. Bye Nick. Bye Mijo. Yeah, hopefully, dude. When are you gonna stop eating my cables, Mijo?